We give all praise, Yah Bashim Yosha Bashim Rakakadash. Honest men on truth right now related to truth and knowledge, so we know truth and knowledge. This relates to more reports. It's going to news reports. Insider, this right here relates to MSNBC. Elon Musk and Marco Rubio drama spills out in an explosive cabinet meeting. You have fired nobody, Mr. Musk told Mr. Rubio, then scornfully added that perhaps the one person he had fired was a staff member from the Department of Doge. And Rubio had been privately furious. Let me get that again. Read it again. Inside an explosive meeting with Trump officials clashed with Elon Musk. You have fired nobody, Mr. Musk, said Rubio, scornfully added that perhaps the only person from fire was the staff from the Department of Doge. Mr. Rubio had been privately furious with Mr. Musk for weeks since his Doge team effectively shuttered an entire agency, man. So as you got division between relating to Rubio and Elon Musk, and not a surprise. Scripture says, if Satan be divided against itself, how can Satan stand but have an end? So you see the division between this administration, even cabinet members. You got egos, you got personalities, dispositions. You know, not a surprise. Egomaniacs, megalomaniacs. Donald Trump, in this report, Fox News, he says to Al Green relating to he called him pretty much a fool and a clown. It sounded off on the censor Democratic Republican as he disrupted the address speech. He is an embarrassment to Congress, but a much bigger embarrassment to the Democrats, says Trump. You have quick news, real quick, top news, let me see. You had a SpaceX explosion relating to rocket falling. There's a video talking about chariots that were around it. Next Friday, I believe, is a blood moon on the 14th. There we go. Several people in Bahamas witnessed debris from SpaceX Starship rocket. That's AP, which is Associated Press. Trump's delay of Mexico-Canada tariffs. China calls Trump a two-faced, calls him two-faced. So these allies, you know what I mean, and not so much allies, you know what I mean, are pretty much have their opinion about, you know, the President Trump. And is delayed by or canceled for at least 4 weeks. It's supposed to consume relating to April 2nd. I seen something with some related to China, like March 12th, next week. I see now reported NBC earlier. And you're talking about dismantling. What is dismantling the Department of Education could mean for schools, man? It relates to the Department of Education. And you have U.S. censors Al Green, Democrat Al Green, says he has no regrets. So you have Scripture report, the Trump economy. And you believe for February reports relating to the jobs report, it's under the number they wanted. No surprise, because you had a lot of a lot of jobs that were decreased, for example, government and other jobs. I think manufacturing, other jobs on the top, they had a little bit increase, but you had minuses on like tourism and leisure type jobs like hotels and different things, and other ones were minus. So it was under the report, under of the number they wanted relating to that for February. Prague, which is residents of Prague, which is a Czech Republic country, reflect on the road between Trump and Zelensky, man. Let me see what we got here. Prague, I mean. Tammy Bruce asked about the President Trump's new ultimatum to Hamas: release the hostages. That's what Trump made a bold related to ultimatum relating to the freedom of hostages related to Hamas. And you have former Olympic athlete turned drug kingpin added to FBI's most wanted. So from skier to drug pin. I mean, it's from snowboarder to drug pin. Pretty much that's a hell of a career change and choice. EU leaders hold emergency summit to bolster defense, support Ukraine. You have cabinet secretaries, not must controls staff cuts, says Trump. This is Reuters report. You have demonstrators rallied to reinstate former National Labor Relations Board chair. So you have a protest. People scripture talk about they should take the course of their hands and not regard related to the kings and princes, man. You know, I mean, that relates to protest. You have let me see. This talks about the well-being relating to Pope Francis. You have mayor called to Springfield. Republicans call Chicago mayor to Springfield following the heated D.C. hearing. You have Australians braced for Cyclone Alfred. So you have you have storms related to Australia. And Adrian Said will remain free man following the hearing. Okay, let's go to more news. Let me see. Let's go to Sun and see what's on the Sun report. Let's go on Crux real fast. Let me see what's on Crux. You had a SpaceX Starship spacecraft explode mid-flight for a second time. It relates to Elon Musk. Second time it's exploded. U.S. and Ukraine officials to meet in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, to discuss peace plans. Zelensky. That will be on Monday, March 10th. South Korea Air Force jet accidentally dropped bombs on its own area and homes, injuring 15 plus, man. That was the other day. You have, all right, let's go to Sun real quick. Scripture says, knowing this in the last days, perilous times shall come. You know what I mean? Perilous goes to bad, evil, troublesome times. These scriptures always come out because we're in those times. Let's go to Sun Report. You had relating to cause of death relating to Gene Hackman and his wife. Heartless Putin gifts meat grinders to families of soldiers killed in his war. JetBlue pilot dies in front of crowd at a train station a month after the airport arrest. Trump turns on Putin as he issues a crippling threat and demands to end the war. Moment Trudeau chokes back tears after a week of Trump's tariff torment. Scripture talks about they should hate the whore, man. You know, I mean, I'll get it real quick. These nations are going to turn, allied nations, going to turn against America, man. You know? Now, relating to this is a video talking about Putin's war dead stacks, slabs of meat related to soldiers. You had David Hasselhoff of Baywatch. His wife passed away, I believe of suicide. Putin's sailors ready to attack as warships pass through the English Channel. Scripture talks about here are wars, rumors of wars, see ye be not troubled yet, for the end is not by and by yet. For nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom, there shall be earthquakes and pestilence in different. There should be pestilence and earthquakes in different places, for we in the times of sorrows. So we in those times of sorrows, man. You know, I mean, the birth pangs. We've been in the birth pangs. Russian missile blast hotel where Brit and U.S. aid workers were staying. That was the other day too, as well. Missile strike by Russia, man. You have shocking moments. Fighter jets drop 8 500-pound BOBMs on the house near the border of North Korea, man. So you see the tension of these nations. You know what I mean? Matthew 24, 6-8. He had a Democratic representative. He dies after attending Trump's Congress. I believe this is him. You have, what else? So this opinion, is U.S. moving in a right or wrong direction? That's obvious, in the wrong direction. You know what I mean? But right direction relating to fulfillment, relating to prophecy, well, of the world, they would say it would be a wrong direction because this is their rulership, man. You know what I mean? You play it out in balance. Because certain people seeing their country decline, man. They seeing the American dynasty, power of that dynasty decline, man. Let me get Revelation 17. Because these nations are, let me get it from a GNT and see what it says. These nations are going to come against America, man. Scripture talks about, for the nations are mad because the nations, I'll get that one too. Revelation 17 and 6. 17 and 16. The 10 horns which thou hast sawest upon the beast. The 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. 10 horns, NATO, EU, NATO, Europe. And for God hath put it in their hearts to fulfill his will, and to agree and give their kingdom into the beast, until the words of God shall be fulfilled, man. So scripture talks about he turneth the king, he turneth the heart of the king, and he controls the heart of the king and turneth whatsoever like the river, 21:1 of Proverbs. So in the mind of the heart of the king, man, the Lord controls, man, to do even his will, man. So these nations are going to do the will of the Lord ultimately, relating to his purpose, man. And his purpose is the fulfillment of prophecy, man. Go to Jeremiah 50. The scripture said that the nations become mad, man. I'm going to get it. This will be it. And that's what you're seeing EU. You're seeing the fracture and the divide relating to the friendship relating to these allies, man, over what? For example, terrorists, man. You know what I mean? So, in 1 month, so much damage was done, more than 4 to 8 years relating to a term. Go to, let me see what it's here. Maybe on 50. Second. I'll just get it regular. All right, 51 and 7. Babylon had been the golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken, and nations have made, let me see. Babylon had been the golden cup of the Lord's hand and made all the nations, made all the earth drunken, relating to the philosophy, ideologies relating to like wine, you know what I mean? So the nations have participated in drinking in that. And the nations have drunken over wine relating to the ideology, philosophies, the Western way, the Western philosophies, the Western customs of her wine. Therefore, the nations are mad. The nations are mad now, man. The nations are mad. Babylon suddenly hath fallen and destroyed. For 1 hour thy scripture talks about that great and mighty city, in 1 hour thy judgment come. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her? Take balm for her pain. If so, she may be healed, but we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her. Scripture says, arise, depart from thee, for this is not a place your rest. It is corrupted, shall destroy you even with a sword destruction. So, and let everyone into his own country, for her judgment have reached into the heavens, lifted up even into the skies. So that's what's happening. You know, I mean, you see in the fall of Babylon, man. You know? And this is just something short, real quick. Go give all praise, y'all, by Shem Yoshua. I hope it helps. Relating to information. Desire, what y'all want.